My name is Robert M. Yhada. I use the M because my son is also Robert Yhada.
So, what year you born?
1930. I was born here in California.
So, why you joined Marines?
Well, you know, during World War II, they put the Japanese Americans in the internment camp. I was 12 years old when I was put in the camp. So when I came out, then during the time we were in the camp, my two brothers were serving in the 442nd Japanese American Army unit in Europe. So when I came home, then my older brother that came back from Europe rejoined the army. We re-enlisted, and then he was in Korea during the war. My next brother was also in the Marines, and he was in Korea. So I had 5 brothers in the military, so I was not going to stay home and not experience a war. So I wanted to experience a war, so I joined the Marines to go to Korea.
So a little bit, tell me about your experience in the Korean War time.
Well, to start with, before I went to Korea, I was married, and my wife just graduated high school. She was 18 years old, and when the Korean War started, I decided to join right away. So I told her I was going to join. So she wanted to get married, so we got married first. And then I called my very good Mexican friend that I met in kindergarten, and I asked if he wanted to join the Marines too. So he said yes. So when the two of us joined the Marines together, and when we came home from boot camp for basic training, my wife died. So when she died, it separated me from my friend. He went back to Camp Pendleton for training to go to Korea. I stayed home because I had to take care of paperwork for my wife who died. So I went back to Camp Pendleton 2 weeks later. So they put me in another unit. They put me into tanks. And I didn't want to be in tanks. I wanted to go with my friend. And then they said I couldn't because I was behind schedule for him. So we went to Korea, and I met up with my brother, the brother in the Marines. He and my friend and I got together, and then in September 1951, we were in the battle attacking this Hill 749, and I was coming back from the hill, and I had just a miracle chance to see my friend. They were going to go attack the hill next, and so we stopped. I talked to him for just a few minutes, asked him where my brother was, and he said, well, there are units coming out from the ravine to the rear. So we talked about home. I talked to him about home and told him, don't forget we have a big beer bus when we get home. But he was killed a few hours after that. So I lost 2 good friends in Korea. I lost him, and I lost a friend from Texas in the tanks who was decapitated when we were being hit with artillery shells.
What is their name?
The Mexican friend was Robert Bañuelos Madrid, and my friend from Texas was Vernon Leonard Todd.
As a Korean veteran, why do you think Korean War is important?
Well, I believe in freedom, and when I first learned about the war, I didn't know about Korea at all until the war started. And when I found out why there was a war, that South Korea was a free country, North Korea was a communist country, then I felt no hesitation to go to help defend South Korea.
So after war, a little bit tell me about your life.
Well, after the war, I did get married, remarried, and I have had 4 children. My oldest son is a Superior Court judge in the courts here in Los Angeles. One of my, when I came back, I felt very guilty that I had asked my Mexican friend Madrid to join the Marines with me. I keep thinking for 7 years now that I shouldn't have asked him to join. I should have joined by myself, not. Now I'm punishing myself. I have done that for 67 years. And, but when I came home, then I felt an obligation to memorialize those who died in the war. That's why I personally started the Japanese American Korean War veteran. I'm the charter president. I'm the one that was pushed the monument to get the memorial built for those who died in the war, to memorialize people, all those who died in the wars. I started a Japanese American youth group here in Orange County with just maybe 20 or 30 little boys. Today there's 3,500 Japanese Americans playing basketball. So, and I started a community optimist club. I've done a lot for the community, and I feel very proud that I was able to do that, to try to make up for my loss of my wife, my loss of my 2 friends. Today, I'm a survivor of cancer. I had a throat lymphoma on my vocal cord that was taken out by surgery, took radiation and it's gone. I had a failing kidney, rare failing, incurable kidney disease.
So how many the Japanese American that participated in the Korean War?
Well, that's something we've never had an accurate figure. I do know that we have over 8,000 names.
As a Korean veteran, as an old man, what can you give the advice to next generation?
I believe that they have to remember that when we served with patriotism, honor, and the love of the country. And I personally feel that we are losing some of that. We are losing patriotism. We are losing love of the country. There's nothing but competition between races, hatred, protests. Things have changed from our days, because I think we valued in those days our American way of life. And the young people must remember that this is their country. You're an American, or any country. If the young people, they should remember it's their country. They must remain loyal to their country.